Good afternoon. Welcome to the Midday Mull for Wednesday, the 22nd of June, the 22nd of the 6th, 22. One of those schoolboy dates, 22, 6, 22. Wonderful. Quite irrelevant though. With Robert Murray McShane today, on the 22nd of June, we read Matthew chapter 2. And as you read through it, what I noticed was the number of times people dreamt. We have the Magi see the star in the sky, and then they go to Jerusalem looking for the baby Jesus. They're directed on to Bethlehem, and we're told in verse 12, having been warned in a dream not to go back to Herod, they returned to their country by another route. So they had this dream and acted on it. And when they had gone, we're told in verse 13, an angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream. Get up, he said, take the child and his mother and escape to Egypt. Stay there until I tell you, for Herod is going to search for the child to kill him. So Joseph did that. He got up, took the child, and they escaped to Egypt, and they stayed there. And just as well, because Herod came into the area and killed all the boys under 2, and Jesus would have been amongst that group. And we're told then that after Herod died, an angel of the Lord appeared in a dream to Joseph in Egypt and said, get up and take the child and his mother and go back to the land of Israel. So he went back to Israel, but then he heard that Archelaus was busy ruling in place of his father, and he was very wary of that. And then in verse 22, having been warned in a dream, he withdrew to the district of Galilee, and he went and lived in a town called Nazareth. So was fulfilled what was said through the prophets, that he would be called a Nazarene. And this adds on to what we read yesterday in chapter 1, where Joseph was wanting to divorce Mary because of that she was with child, she was pregnant, and an angel appeared to him in a dream and said, no, this is God's doing. And as I read that, I just struck dream after dream after dream of God speaking to people and directing them. Now, I've dreamt often, but they've never made any sense whatsoever. And I don't believe that I've ever had any kind of revelation in a dream. Other people have. I certainly have not. So this is not the standard way that God communicates. He does sometimes, but not always. But what I certainly read from this was that God is a speaking God. He communicated with people, and he used dreams to do that. Today, he doesn't have to speak to me through dreams because he speaks to me through the pages of Scripture. That's why I've started this Midday Mull and reflect on Scripture. That's the way God speaks to us today. And as we read through it and discover things in it, our faith grows, our lives are stronger, and we are closer to him. And the one other thing that struck me as I read this was that as he spoke to Joseph and said, go up and live in Galilee near Nazareth. And so was fulfilled what was said through the prophets. God had said that this would happen years before. So as God speaks and guides, he fulfills his plans. He has a plan, and it will work out in the way he intends. And we just have to listen to him and walk with him. So if you're a dreamer, enjoy. If God speaks to you in dreams, listen. If God doesn't speak to you in dreams, join the club and turn to Scripture and ask God to speak. Open our eyes and ears to hear his word, in his word, day by day, and be blessed.